All right. It's evening time for me over in this region of the world, and I hope everybody's good. I was outside most of the day, not most of the day, but outside for a few hours, doing some stuff in the front. And then tomorrow probably work on the backyard. I don't know. Hadn't decided yet because we're supposed to, have a storm coming through. I guess I'm not even sure anymore. Is it, It's kind of irrelevant, really. You just have to get in. You just have to get in when you can get in. So I just want to make sure. People understand. Um, when the internet is no longer available, and you have turbulent weather. How. I hope everyone is prepared for how they're going to handle that. And a lot of you can be spending days on days by yourself in your house waiting for someone to come and rescue you if need be, or something to that effect, when these natural disasters start coming through. So I'm just wondering how people are going to do with not having the internet. I've talked to, I mean, not taught, but, I kind of corresponded with a few, and they seem to have some good backup plans as to what they would do without the internet. And it's true, we managed without it before internet was the internet. um, but I don't know if we've had these type of turbulent weather conditions though during those times, because supposedly it's the worst that is has been. But most people don't tell us the truth. These so-called experts don't tell us the truth about the weather because they're so busy always manipulating it in some form or fashion, and they're not considering other factors that are interfering with the weather, and how people use these tricks and just like I said, everything is a motherfucking game for everybody. Is Nobody's taking anything serious about the condition, and everything's entertainment, and that's, I mean, hey, if that's what you like, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get, if your life is just about entertaining, well, that's fine. I don't necessarily have an issue with it, but um it's just kind of weird that how people are acting sometimes. But do what you can to enjoy the moments. That's all I say. um because it's all everything is already too late anyway, honestly. And I'm just being real honest about that. And that's why sometimes I feel like I'm talking to dead people. You know what I mean? That's a good plot for a movie. um I just feel like I'm talking to dead people, and more so talking to the future. Me and others, I'm sure. And we know that we still have obligations and responsibilities and duties, so it keeps us going. Uh, but it is nice to know at some point. I'm not sure whether how many times we will need to be reincarnated, but where things will have to be adjusted quite drastically. And I sense that some of us will be on other planets. I really do. While the same people that are staying in these abyss, thinking in the on a lower level, it'll just be in an abyss. Everything's just repeating itself. You repeat the same goals. You repeat the same resolutions, and you're like it's like a couple of people I know, and I'm not gonna say the name. That's irrelevant too. But it's like they're repeating the same cycle over and over and over, making all the same kind of plans, and still get excited about it. It's the same plan you had 20 years ago, though. So, but anyway, it has to be. It has to be what it is, and I am accepting of people. But I also just observe and listen. Listen to people talking, and it's like, wow, you realize you was just, and that's what I think I said this about a former girlfriend I had. She was just talking about the same stuff over and over again. And I kept reminding her, I said, didn't you just tell me that last week? And she and I would, and we just was getting, that's why we couldn't get along. She was driving me insane. I was like, did you just tell me that you had gone on this trip a week ago? I'm just trying to talk to her and just doing everything I can to relate to her, but I could not. I just couldn't take it no more. She's definitely in an abyss. I'm pretty sure if I saw her today, she'll be saying the same shit. Reliving the same shit over and over. It's like, and I used to say to her, what have you created that's new now? Is there anything new in your life going on now? And she could never answer that question. And also I didn't trust her. She seems as though she was just working people to see what she can get out of them, financially or whatever. She's just working. What do you call it? Just working the using people and stuff like that. So I knew my involvement with her was just going to be temporary. I knew that, but at the same time, I wanted to make sure she was going to be all right because that's what I do. I do care for people, and I don't want to see anyone. So I was so happy when she met other people. Just put it that way, and she didn't have to focus on me. Oof. And then I finally had to get rid of her ass because I just couldn't take no more of it. And I told her, and every time I kept trying to push her away, you know how it is. It's just, it took almost a year or so to get me to get rid of that child or woman. She's actually was older than me too. It was, I just couldn't take no more of that. So, and I seem to be picking up a lot of that too with people. They're just, like I said, they're just stuck on that spin cycle. And they ain't going no damn where. They're not moving. Just on a spin, on a spin, ooh. Man, that was driving me insane. So, but anyway, I hope there was some value in what I just said. And it didn't sound like rambling. I don't think it was rambling, but shit, sometimes, I just put shit out. Like I said, I record once, and then I just flow it out and let whatever happens, let it happen. So, but I do want to send peace and love to everyone. I hope your weather is treating you well and that you're safe. Because even though, like I said, even though it's an ice storm, I mean, that might be something very interesting to have memories about, and have some joy about it instead of seeing that is an issue. Just like with rain, heat, snow, tornadoes, hurricanes, these are mostly human caused all of this to be all unraveling like this with all of our interference. And so now we got to reap it. You got to reap it. And, so anyway, again, peace and love to everyone all over the universe. Michelle's going to say good night because I think I'm going to lay my ass down somewhere, but I will be back. All right. So peace and love and be safe, please.